Hi, this is a video to explain weeks 13 and 14. Yes, you heard me right. This is a 2-week module. With Thanksgiving being next week, I thought you may not have enough time to complete 1 week's worth of work, so I'm extending it an extra week, and you will have 2 weeks to work on weeks 13 and 14. If you do finish the work before Thanksgiving or during the first week, you're more than welcome to go back to work on any other weeks that you may have not completed or any assignments that you're working currently on or need to turn in. You may do that now as well. The topics this week are geography and economics. We've had some geography already, but we're going to finish geography and then work on economics. So I'm going to click on the independent activities drop box. And the first activity you're completing right now as you view this video and listen to me. The second activity is our social emotional learning activity. You know, each week that's usually our second activity. And this week you're going to complete a post survey. When you click on this link for the post survey, you're going to say, whoa, I've seen this survey before. Yes, because it was also our pre-survey. I'm creating this in my study, a pre-survey and a post survey based hopefully on some of the information that you learned through the semester in regards to social emotional learning. You might want to have your social emotional cultural anchor competencies framework with you, a copy of that, so that you can refer to that if you need to in regards to some of your responses. I also want to say thank you very much for participating in the study. If you do not want to participate in the study, you just need to send me an email saying that you prefer that I don't use your work. I will still have to use your pre-survey and your post-survey because those are anonymous, and I should not have created that way. At least the first question says, do you want to use this as part of the study or not? But I can't deviate from that now. So I apologize for that, but also if you don't want me to use your weekly work, I'm hoping you'll consider it because it's totally anonymous. The only thing that the only way that you have any reference to you at all is that you were students of mine, and I am from the University of Laverne, but it does not identify which students participated and which ones did not. So I would appreciate if you would be part of the study. It helps me out. Maybe someday I can be a part of your study as well. The third activity is to view this video. Geography is crucial for all Americans. And why is geography so crucial for Americans? Why is it important? Use the information from the textbook. You've read the chapter on geography. We can refer to that and this video as evidence to respond to this inquiry. The fourth activity is Google Earth activity. Using one of the ideas from the website below, 20 Google Earth activities for students, bringing the wow factor to your lessons. Create a video of your instruction. Post your video in this Dropbox and then comment on 2 of your colleagues' videos. So what you'll do is pick an idea from this website. You'll actually create a product or the activity, complete the activity, and then you will explain in a video to make-believe students who are around you how to go about and create the activity, how to complete the activity, and what a sample or an exemplar might look like, which is yours that you created. Now, of course, we don't want kids to clone your ideas, and you do need to maybe say that in your video. The video can be very short, just long enough to explain the activity to your pretend make-believe students, the students who you are standing in front of, not actual students. You don't have to go out and find. If somebody in your family wants to do the activity with you and you want to video that, you're more than welcome to do that. There's not a lesson plan for this. It's just you explaining the activity and showing an exemplar or the sample that you created of that activity from this website. The fifth activity this week is to read chapter 12 and starts on page 370. It's economics, thinking and choosing responsibly. And then you're going to take a look at 6 core principles on these pages 375 through 384. You're going to describe the Personal examples of each of the National Council on Economic Education's 6 core principles. 1 is people choose. 2nd is people choices involve costs. 3, people respond to incentives in predictable ways. 4, people create economic systems that influence individual choices and incentives. 5, people gain what they trade voluntarily. 6, people's choices have consequences that lie in the future. How do these real life examples help you to understand the principles? These are now personal examples that you might come up with, that you have read, you have experienced, you have seen, or ones that you know about. Your last but not least independent activity is a Play-Doh economics. Yes, I did say Play-Doh. So you're going to make some Play-Doh using a recipe below, or your own recipe if you have one, or you can buy some store-bought Play-Doh. You're going to, and please go ahead and do that when you are out shopping for your groceries, so that you can stay safe. Please use all the protocols to keep safe if you're going to purchase Play-Doh. You don't have to. You can make your own at home, and there are several different recipes. It's not difficult, but you do need to do that because you're going to read through 3 of the Play-Doh lessons found below. And using the Play-Doh, create the sculptures that they talk about, and then you're going to take photos of the sculptures you created and write a reflection of those, how they are used to teach economics to students. Include your opinion on how successful students would be to understand the concept. Do you have any suggestions to make these lessons better? So here in this link takes you to the lessons, and I just came up with 8 simple Play-Doh recipes I found along the way. You could pick one of those or use store-bought, whatever you'd like, but you're going to take photos and you're going to post them in this Dropbox. Those are the activities for this week. Those are the independent activities, should I say. And then there is group work as well. So I'm going to click on the group work folder. So the directions this week say divide up and review the online resources described on page 373 in the textbook to connect them to appropriate grades and standards as applicable. Which of these are or can be integrated in other content areas? Make recommendations in a group document so that everyone has specific, useful economics content and strategies. You're going to use the online resources described on page 373, and you're going to put all this information that you have retrieved collectively as a group in one document. It can be Google Docs, it can be Google Slides, it can be a Jamboard, whatever you'd like to use. It can be any other Web 2.0 tool that you know of and would like to use with your group, but it is a group effort here, and you'll work on that together. And it does say gather around, but that's gather around virtually, of course. That is the work for this module, which happens to be 2 weeks, as I've said before, weeks 13 and 14. If you have time to work on other things, please do that. Otherwise, have a very happy Thanksgiving. I know it's going to look different this year, and I know that's a little sad in a way, but happier days are going to come. Believe me, I at least believe the happier days will be here when we have a vaccine and we can go back to being in our normal way of living, although that might look different, and maybe that's okay. And it might still be some virtual, and it may be a whole lot physical, I hope, especially when it comes to hugs and all that. But please take care until then. Have, like I said, a great Thanksgiving. You know that I am only a Zoom call away, a WebEx call away, an email away, and I'll be glad to respond to you as quickly as I can, as I have in the past. Otherwise, I'll see you online.